If there's anyone in the hearing room that has signed up to testify that has not been called and would like to testify, please make your way up now. Sir, come on up.
My name is Steve Lamoy. I'm from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I'm just up here to now support both Bill 7512 and Bill 8072. I had taken interest in this after I watched the Senate Judiciary Committee go through the process and end up voting it held for further study. I then contacted my district senator, who, after I re-listened to her reasoning for voting it for being held for further study, and then emailing her and getting it more reasons that were different than what she said she wanted it held for. So the two reasons she gave was, one was the concern about the printing of the ballots. Number two was the ability of the ballot machines to read the ballots should the straight party block be removed from the ballots. So last Thursday I contacted Senator Mollis's office, Secretary of State Mollis's office, and retouched base with them again Friday, and assured me he'd have an answer on both those questions this week. So why is it being held for further study? It just amazes me. I want to thank you folks for giving it serious consideration. Having an AARP card and a senior discount, I can tell you I will not miss or be confused by the absence of the straight party block being gone. I take great pride being retired Master Sergeant of Marines. After 22 years, I take voting and knowing about all the issues. I get those packages, these sample ballots with all the referendum questions and issues and bonds, and I go down them. And if I don't know what's up, I ask somebody in my family to help me with this. I have been at the Portuguese Social Club in Pawtucket, where a young lady, she had to be at least 80. I was in the voting booth next to her, and she asked me for my help. And she said her kids told her to vote straight party Democrat. I was unaffiliated at that time. In the last few months, I have affiliated Republican. I was honest and had enough integrity that I helped her exactly how she wanted to be helped. But she had no, I said, do you want to vote for anything else? And she goes, no, just that. And she left. It's not that we have lazy voters. This would just require us to become more involved in the process and not just give it a swipe of a pen. I respect all people who go to the voting place. There are too many people that sit on the couches and complain. I've always, even being unaffiliated, have voted in every election, no matter what state I was a resident of. I was born and raised in Pawtucket. Quit St. Ray's in 17 and have traveled the world. And I came back here in 2000, and I'm embarrassed at what I came home to. Nothing has changed for the better in Rhode Island. Nothing. I have lived in South Carolina, North Carolina, and California. I have voted in all three of those states. I changed my residency if I thought I was going to be there more than a year. I've traveled the world. I've never seen an infrastructure in a state such as this. And maybe if we took out this straight party block and let people get more engaged with the voting process, we could get some things done in this state. I was very ashamed when my wife asked me, Steve, how come they do that? Looking at the Senate Judiciary. I said, it's going to the Siberian Gulag, Sharon. That's my wife for 37 years. And she knows what it means. It'll never be seen again until next year. And then next year. I'm glad I became involved with Rhode Island politics locally in the past 3 months. I'm very vocal on Facebook and Twitter. If this gets held over again, I'm going to be very vocal. I'm going to be a pain in everybody. I'm fully retired. I make more than enough money to support me and my wife. I have 9 grandkids. I've been around the block. I will take up people like Bill Rapley and get my face on camera, and I will point out people. That's why I have no interest in running in politics and could never. I'm not a political person. I am honest to a fault. You folks have got to do something, and this is an indication of what you want to do. I was very grateful to see that Speaker Mattiello take the helm. I hope that signifies a change. There is no reason why this ballot cannot be brought up for a vote and put into place by this election process. Old people, here's what they're going to do. You're going to tell them there's no straight party block. They're going to whine a little bit. They're going to ask you what they're supposed to do. And you're going to say you're going to have to vote for each item separately. I think we're all smart enough to do that. Thank you.
Thank you.